If you're watching this video, you're probably thinking about selling sometime in the near future, and you want to know how to get the most money out of your home. Well, of course you do. It's only natural. You've worked so hard paying your mortgage every month, and now you want to reap the fruits of your labor. Well, selling your home is a lot more complex than just putting your home on MLS and then posting a sign on the front yard. You have to consider the entire home and then figure out who the potential buyers would be. If this is your goal, then you're watching the right video. Make sure to watch until the end where I share some resources to help you get you to your goal. Hey, my name's Gwen with Intero Real Estate at Burlingame, and I talk about the Bay Area market to help inform my viewers to buy, sell, invest, manage, repair, and grow in real estate. If this is up your alley, make sure to smash that subscribe button if you want to catch my latest video. First things first, what's the condition of your property? Is it in excellent condition, well maintained throughout the years where it's been updated? Does it rival a restoration hardware showroom? Or has it been updated but lived in with kids, where there's pen marks on the walls, a broken door, hole in the walls, loose kitchen cabinets, broken or dirty tiles, where there's a lot of small details? Or maybe does it have some partial updates where maybe the kitchen and the master bathroom's been done, however the guest bathrooms updated back in the 80s? Or the interior has been fully updated, however the exteriors just got a lot of deferred maintenance where the yards got overgrown weeds, the roof needs to be repaired? Or does it just need landscaping? Or perhaps your garage is completely full where it's hoarder level. Or there's a typical one I see where the last update and repaired was back about 15 years ago when you first moved into the home. The house is completely packed from years of collecting stuff, kids' old toys, trophies. You've got old financial statements back in the 80s or the 70s and just needs to be decluttered. However, when you're planning to sell your home, you've got no plans of moving until you actually sell the home. So there's gonna be some challenges, or there's also just some deferred maintenance to the home that you just never got to because you were just busy with life. And lastly, there's grandma's home. Grandma's home's well cared for, barely lived in, however, the decor's back from 25 years ago. So these are some of the conditions that you have to take into account when you're preparing to sell a home to get it to the highest value of itself. Now, if there's a lot of deferred maintenance to the home, you could just market it as a fixer-upper, but we'll just go into that in a little bit later. Now, how do you prep a home to get it to market? Well, if your home's in a condition like a restoration hardware showroom condition, truth is there's really not much to do to the home because the home is perfect. You don't want to paint a wall or whatnot because unless it's a wild color, if it's a perfect, beautifully designed, beautifully well-kept home, you really don't want to touch it and just leave it alone. And you just do a lot of marketing to the property. You do a lot of pre-marketing, so you build up a lot of demand for the home, market the lifestyle of the property, how it would be like to live in the property, what it would be like to cook, to clean, having your kids in the home, entertaining and having parties. Just really market the lifestyle of that particular home for the potential buyers. Remember, having a home in that condition really takes a lot of work from the sellers. So you don't want to take away from the sellers the hard work from getting it to that point, that condition of that property. Now, if the home's condition has been updated but lived in or partially updated, or maybe the last update was 15 years ago when you first moved in, here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to walk through the home and make a list of the nice to have fixes and updates and the must have repairs. You're going to want to make an assessment on what's doable and what will give you the best return on investment. Now, there are some homes that are just better left alone and just sold as is. Homes that have maybe old electrical or old plumbing system. Here's an example. Now, you start to tear out the cabinets and you open up the walls to do the electrical, and you notice that they have an old electrical system, like an old knob and tube, or worse, you see the plumbing and you see that it's an old galvanized plumbing. To do the proper update, you're gonna have to update that into an updated electrical system, replacing those galvanized pipes into copper pipes, and that becomes very costly. And therefore, you just want to leave some homes just alone and leave it up to the next owner to take care of, because it just turns into a rabbit hole, and just one goes into another, and it just keeps on going, and then the cost of remodeling just keeps on going up, and you'll never get that return on investment for those repairs. Now, doing the work itself. As you know, construction takes a lot of money, time, and patience. Will you be living in the home during the work? It's not really ideal. If you've got kids, a family, not ideal to do any type of construction in the home. Kids might get hurt, and everything will just get dusty and messy, and the contractors will get in the way with the family and vice versa. Not ideal to do that. Having a vacant home is best for everyone, but it's not always possible. It's best because a contractor can just be able to work freely and be able to do as much of the work and won't slow them down, and it will speed up the whole process. However, it's not always ideal for most homeowners, because they need to live in the home, sell the home, and get the equity out, get the money out of the property in order to buy their next home. If you can vacate the property but lack the money, I have some resources to help you present your home the best it can be. First option is to try and get a HELOC to finance the remodel. A HELOC is a home equity line of credit. However, if a HELOC requires you to qualify for the loan as a second mortgage, and you have to make an additional mortgage payment to it because it's a second loan. Now, if you can't get the loan or don't want that additional monthly payment, there are companies out there that will loan you based on the equity that you have on your house. There's no monthly payments, there's no income verifications, and the credit's not as big of a factor as a traditional mortgage. They'll lend you the money, and when you sell your home, they will share the proceeds based on the loan amount. And then there are companies like Zoom Casa, where they'll lend you the funds to prepare and remodel your home. Then they'll give you a certain amount of time to get the job done and sell it. They actually even give you the resources for the designers and vendors to actually get the remodeling done. So it's quite a seamless process. And the benefit of that is that they lend you the funds to do the work. You can remodel it, get it all done, and then sell your home in its top pristine condition so you can get the highest possible price for your home. Let me know what you think about this video by commenting below. I always want to hear from my viewers, and if there's a topic that you want me to cover, comment it below. I'll see you guys at the next one.